Sports Office, and we're talking about fighting today. I'm always hanging out with Lawrence Gilligan, our partner in crime here.
What's up?
We have Damacio Page here, who is actually an MMA fighter, mixed martial arts, and things are changing for you rapidly. You got a fight coming up, but more importantly, UFC and WEC merging. What does that mean for you?
It's great. It means more money in my pocket finally. So that's good. Instead of having the $10,000 bonuses, I get a $7,000 bonus or $70,000 for knockout, submission, or fight of the night. So
you guys get bonuses for the...
Yeah, we get bonuses for knockout, submission, or fight of the night. So it helps me out, put some more change in my pocket.
And when you first heard the news, were you thinking like that, or were you thinking like, oh no, what does it mean? Will some of our stable of fighters get cut and have to go and do, or they cut some of theirs, or what happens, or?
No, I was actually excited because it's about time. All us 35ers and 45ers, we are at the top of our level at the WEC, and so it was just a matter of time for us to merge because I'm kind of like tired of people saying, hey, we're going to be in the UFC. It's like, hey, man, I'm part of the UFC. But they don't know it. But you know what I'm saying? Now it gets rid of that big old long question, hey, when are you going to be part of the UFC? Now it's just going to be out there, total UFC, all weight classes.
What does that mean for fighting in general? For that merge, does that show that that UFC and fighting just keeps climbing?
Yeah, I think so. It shows that that there's a smaller weight class and we're more exciting too. So it throws that out there. Like a lot of people are used to seeing, they thought the 55ers were fast when they came to the UFC. Now it's like, hey, watch the 45ers and 35ers. Mm-hmm. It's like lightning in a bottle, Yeah. So it's good.
Hey, with that said, as far as how you guys lightning in a bottle and all that stuff, Winklejohn and Jackson being here and all this, like all the connection with MMA in Albuquerque. Is Albuquerque it's been the hotbed for mixed martial arts? Is it staying that way, and is it even increasing?
Yeah, it is. When Greg first started, he had this great bowl of soup, but no one knew about it. And then now people know about it, and they just want to know what the ingredients are, and they're like, it's still the same bowl of soup, but everybody heard about it now. Everywhere around the world, they want to know what's going on here. So it's good. I'm thinking it's not going anywhere.
For you guys? I mean,
man, I was part of the original ingredients, so it doesn't bother me none. I love it.
No, I'm just saying, what is it like for you guys? It must be like honorable. You go somewhere and they're like, oh, hey, this guy was on the ground level of all the stuff, and he knows what's going on, and people probably feel like they can even learn from you.
It's just an honor just to be part of Greg's name. Just to be there when it started from a small gym to what it is now. It's just a plain honor. I don't even know how to explain it. Just to be part of Winklejohn and Jackson's, it's man, you just can't explain.
And as far as your fight goes, name your opponent and what are you expecting?
I'm fighting Demetrius Johnson. He's tough. He's a little guy. He's probably about 5'3", 5'4", but very, very fast.
5'3", 5'4", huh?
Yeah, he's short, but he's fast, very, very fast. So, man, I'm always going for the knockout. I'm out there to stand and bang, punch him in his face. He's going to punch me in my face. At the end of the day, I'm going to be standing, so I always shoot for the knockout.
And you go to Las Vegas soon? You go on Monday, or when do you go there? Do you train over there for a little bit, and right before pre-fight and all that stuff?
I fly out on Monday. It's more all the pre-fight stuff's already done. I train. I develop my game plan. It's the last 4 days is just cutting weight, so I'm over there just suffering.
Drinking water, huh?
No water.
No water.
I wish I could drink water.
Cup or whatever.
Yeah, I can't even eat right.
It's time for this guy to get in, huh?
I think
so.
so.
You see Lawrence in the mixed martial arts? Lawrence,
I'm probably too slow. Probably a little bit too slow for that. I don't know about that. I don't know about lightning in a bottle. That's for sure.
Now, with that merger and everything in the pit being renovated, I think it's only a matter of time before we see UFC, a big card, right here in Albuquerque. Because, those guys have talked about, it's been a topic of conversation.
You know what? Man, that's my dream come true, because I've been thinking about that. Like, hey, you know what? New Mexico's starving for a champion. They need a champion. They want a champion. Since Johnny Tapia and Daniel Romero, we haven't had a real champion here yet. Right. And it's like, I think I'm ready. I want to be that champion. I want to step up, and I want to bring it back to the pit. Plain and simple. That's been on my mind since day one.
Yeah,
I've been talking to WEC. Hey, come on, man! If I get that title shot, come on, please just bring it back. Just please bring it back. But now that's the UFC. I think it'll be a little bit easier to get him over here. And
right.
And that's my dream right there, to fight in front of everybody, all of New Mexico for a title, especially at home.
And that's kind of cool for Carlos too, huh? Carlos Condit, as far as him being in WEC, now he's UFC too, right?
Yeah.
As far as
he just had a big knockout 2 weeks ago, a knockout of Matt Hardy.
Right. And so that's all that stuff, like the soup, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's all coming to a head, and it's almost seemed like you guys made the soup. Now everybody's gonna eat at the table in Albuquerque because all this stuff is happening.
Yeah, man. It's alphabet soup, man. You can spell anything. So you know what I'm saying? It's whatever you put into it, and it's great. It's just I love it. I love it.
I guess Holly Holm is thinking about maybe doing mixed martial arts next year, and you know how tough she is as far as a boxer. What is your opinion on seeing women jump in and seeing, I know women do it. What's your opinion of seeing maybe having somebody from Albuquerque in there?
It's great because Holly's awesome. She's a great boxer. I train with Holly. Yeah. She's on another level.
She's tougher than what people think.
Oh man, she hits like a guy. You don't expect it. I think she's done what she needs to do in boxing. She's cleared her weight class. She cleared 3 or 4 different weight classes. I don't know how many she's done. And I think it's great, that she's going to MMA. I think she's going to do the same thing there. So.
You think she'll
I think so, yeah. She's tough.
Where do you see the sport going now with all this momentum and Lawrence, feel free to chime in, man. I'm just trying
No.
Yeah, where you feel like the sport is going with all this momentum, the merger of these two different organizations, and now they're becoming one. Where do you think all that leads to in the future?
It leads to a fighter's actually getting paid more.
Right, I know you said that earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it 10 times.
I mean, like what I'm getting at is like, is it? Do you see it like expanding? I mean, does it become even more global than what it is? Does it prolong the life of all of this? And
yeah, I think it does because there's more weight classes now. There's more fights, more fighters. There's going to be able to put more cards, more fights around the world. So they're pushing to Germany, London, hopefully Russia soon, So
wow,
it's really good. Maybe in China in the next few years. So I think it's good. I think it's really good. There's more weight classes, and you can put them on more shows.
Man, what is it like in the octagon? Like when you guys, I mean, it just looks rough. People pounding each other and all that. I mean, you ever in there, you start thinking about the grocery list or something like, oh, I got to drive by and pick this up on my way home?
No, it's after the fight. It's thinking about what am I going to buy?
That's what you think. You ever spending your money before?
Yeah, what am I going to buy? No, like a basketball player or a football player who's like on the next level and they're going out to that big game. It's like a flip of the switch.
Yeah.
As soon as I get into that plane, as soon as I leave home and I'm in that plane, something happens to me where everything, my whole life just takes a back seat, and everything's focused on my fighting. And so, and every great athlete knows what I'm talking about.
Exactly what you're talking about.
And you can't explain it. The average person does not feel it. It's just it's going to war and plain and simple. And I don't think about nothing. Man. Yeah, I don't think about nothing. It's like, here's my opponent. This is what I got to do. This is my game plan. I got to stick to it. If this goes wrong, I got to do this. And it's just forward, war. It's just war. Yeah. And I'm saying at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, then it's like, all right, cool. I get back to my reality to everybody else.
Right.
And so I just get into that zone and then instead of go from there.
It's all ready to go, huh?
It's pretty cool, man. Las Vegas. That sounds pretty. That sounds pretty sweet to me.
You don't want to go to Vegas with this guy. You're supposed to be there to fight. Am I right?
You're right. Fight the hangover. I'll be at the buffet. I know. You're right. At the hangover. I'll be there at the buffet line. Where this guy will not be.
You won't see me there.
Well, hey, Damacio, thanks a lot for coming down, and we wish you the best of luck. Tell everybody when the fight, the fight date, and the venue, all that stuff.
Thank you for having me. November 11th at the Pearl in Las Vegas, Nevada. So.
The Pearl.
The Pearl. Hard Rock, baby. No, what? Yeah, the Pearl.
Yeah, okay.
Not the Hard Rock. I'm tripping.
The Pearl.
The Pearl at the. What's the one?
Man, I can't even
think right now either. The Palms.
The Palms. That's what you meant. The Palms. Okay.
We got to do that one over because you can't put.
No, that's okay, man. That's why the people like what when we have different things that happen, like my phone rings, his phone rings, and we're like, something happened when we're doing this.
Yeah.
They always tell us about it. Like, Man, I like the fact that you guys just keep going.
Yeah, I just messed up and I don't even care.
The Palms, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
the
know I
Palms.
go to Vegas. You know,
Yeah.
the Palms. Damacia will be there,
November 11th.
taking care of business. You gonna buy people food if they want to eat.
Man, I'm a broke fighter right now.
He's gonna be holding his head out after
Yeah.
the fight.
Yeah. We going for that
I
knockout.
entertained you. Drop a few coins in.
Yeah, come on, man.
Well, you get ready to ride the wave, man. So congratulations
I'm ready.
on the merger
Ready.
and all that stuff, man. And we're out. Robert Pugsley behind the camera. Got to say that. We're gonna put Pugs in front of the camera soon. See ya.